Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Hindu newspaper headline. So, first of all, exit polls BJP winning in Gujarat, close finish in Himachal Pradesh. Next, 59.11% turnout in phase 2. Next, SC offers to find solution to decide full conversation. Next, uh, ministers barred from entering Belagavi district. Next, Suspicious liquor drugs will finish off Punjab youth. Next, India Germany Inc. Migration Pacts. Jaishankar defends Russian oil buy. Next, DMK files petition to review Supreme Court judgment upholding 10% EWS quota. Next, Mehbooba Mufti new residency fails to get security clearance from Jammu and Kashmir police. Then on page number 6 on that, Haryana CM seeks budget suggestion from MLAs. Next, money laundering probe, no High Court relief to Raghav Bahal. Next, two held for sacrilege in Jalandhar Gurudwara. Next, re-elected as NC President Farooq asks Army government to stay off Jammu and Kashmir poll process. National Conference spokesperson Imran Nabi Dhar said the MP from Srinagar was elected unopposed on father and party founder Sheikh Abdullah's 117th birthday anniversary. Next, rupees 93.8 lakh seized from SUV. Mamtaz says Halwa Hawla for BJP. Next, Fadnavis CM to take calls on ministers' visit to disputed areas. Next, Dalit groups demand prompt action after death of UP medical student. Next, High Court relief for Rahul Gandhi in defamation case. Then on page number 7, in that nepotism in jobs debate storms Kerala Assembly. Next, Maharashtra minister barred from entering Karnataka's Belagavi district. Deputy commissioner issue prohibitory orders ahead of the proposed visit. State feels ministers may deliver provocative speeches against the governments and Kannada language, which will disturb peace and law and other in the region. Next, Kerala High Court extends order against arrest of 4 in poaching case. Next, MLA poaching case stay order extended for BJP leader. Next, Vejinjam port project Kerala government strives for a solution. Next, pleas for NIA probe into Vijinjam row dismissed. Next, President Murmu prays at Tirumala temple. Next, police raid roosters farmers. Sorry, I am repeating again. Police raids rooster farms arenas near Vijayawada in crackdown on cockfights ahead of Sanskranti festival. Next, leopard on prowl in Mysuru catch on camera for second day. On page number 8, it's an article section in that faith and freedom. Next, a case for change. Next, climate talks has short changing international laws. Next, the COVID-19 pandemic, food and socializing. Next, on page number 9, in that no uniformity in paroli and furlough rules. Next, EWS quota beyond the smoke screen. Next, will AEP change the number of effective parties in Gujarat? Next, Gale and rain lash Madras, 2 killed and 30,000 homeless. Next, on page number 10, in that SC offered to find solution to decide full conversion. Next, PM 6 corporation of all parties to make G20 presidency a success. Modi says it is an occasion to be proud of many leaders, however, reiterates that India taking over the presidency was by rotation and it should not be projected as the government's achievement. Next, G20 Sherpas says focus should be on developing nations. Next, in a first, SC said to host hackathon to identify out of the box ideas. Next, catching a small fry not enough. NAB masterminds of drugs smuggling. Next, Congress appoints Akhilesh Prasad Singh as new Bihar PCC president. Next, High Court notice to EC for framing rules to stop caste-based rallies. Then on page number 11, in that Modi turned a visit to poll booth into a rally Congress. Next, by-election held peacefully in UP, Bihar and Odisha. Next, villages in north central Gujarat boycott election raises various demands. Next, PM asks BJP members to maintain direct connect with border villagers. Next, 5 years on panel finalizing its report on OBC sub categorization. Next, 43% voting in Kashmir DDC by elections. Next, CPI calls for abolition of post of governor. Then on page number 12, in that Lalu Prasad daughter doing fine after transplant surgery. Next, man fined for asking sect leader for be called to be leader to be called Paramatma. Next, AITUC meet to be held in Alpha Zuha from December 16 to 20. Next, SC ask RBI to respond to plea on uniform banking code. Next, 4 newborns die in Chhattisgarh hospital. Next, let history of the Taj Mahal continue as it say SC. Next, flow of spurious liquor drugs in Punjab will finish off the youth SC. Next, President approves new Christ of Indian Navy. Next, ILO meet begins today. DG calls for social security for all. Then on page number 13, in that South Korea accuses North of firing artillery barrage into buffer zone. Next, Israel army kills Palestinian man during West Bank arrest raid. Next, Australia starts building radio telescope to scope space mysteries. Next, Russia hits Ukraine power network in latest fatal barrage. Then on next, ruling Nepali Congress emerges as largest party. The ruling party has won 57 seats under direct voting, while the CPN UML came second with 44 seats. The latter has won the largest number of votes under the proportionate system. Next, Labour will apologize indefensible House of Lords, says Keir Starmer. Next, IS suspect behind Pakistan embassy attack held. Next, no change to Iran women's plight. Next, Chinese cities step out of zero COVID policy. Next, acclaimed acclaimed French author Dominique Leperi dies at 91. Next, Sri Lanka seeks India's help to boost dairy outputs. Next, on page number 14, in that Adani is now NDTV biggest shareholder after open offer. Next, Razor to support credit card transaction via UPI. Next, post merger, Shriram Finance become largest retail NBFC. Next, PMI signal unbeat services overseas order post revival. Uh, stiff stiff cost pressure compel firms to raise prices at the fastest pace since 2017. This 21st consecutive month when services companies have raised charges. S&P Global India Services PMI survey shows. Next, G7 oil price cap kicks in. Russia will only sell at market price. Next, Tata Group Air India to lease 12 more aircraft. Next, PAN could become single ID for investment approval. Goal. Next, India eyes access for more goods to Russia. Next, Discom's total financial year 2022 AT&C losses still slid to 17%. Next, Apollo gains EU tire market share after Russia sanction. Next, NASCOM to support government on data protection bill. Then on page number 15, in that uh, Lewandowski exit with Poland looks like World Cup farewell. Next, no gold chain, please, Kunde, told by match official. Next, Senegal received a World Cup lesson from England, says Sisi. Next, Enrique set Spain player homework of 1000 penalties. Next, Henderson, Kane, and Saka put Senegal to the sword. Next, England ready for biggest test against France, says Southgate. Next, Pelly not under palliative care, says daughter. Next, Spain may find Morocco defense a hard nut to crack. Then on page number 16, in that India fined 80% of match fees for slow over rate in first ODI. Next, Livingstone ruled out of remainder of Test series. Next, Odisha CM Patnaik launches trophy tour of FIH World Cup. Next, India can regain World Cup, says Pakistani Tahir Zaman. Next, Pulton Pink Panther role past revival book semi-finals berth. Next, honesty, I had the belief that we could win, says Mehdi Hassan. Next, spokes England pulls off a famous win in fading light. Next, noted tennis coach Boletria passes away. Next, Shefali to lead India in a women's under 19 World Cup. Next, Hovland keeps his cool, seals another title. Next, 6 gold for Indian para shuttler in Lima. Next, VIPL would help youngsters understand international cricket. Sorry, VIPL not. It is WIPL World. WIPL would help youngsters understand international cricket. Next, Berari Raidage wins main event. Next, IOA election only for JT Secretary Executive Council member slots. Next, AIFF withdrawals bid to host Asian Cup. Next, Sarah Booth and Manu take home mixed air pistol gold. Next, TTFI election Meghna Kamlesh Mehta victorious has compromised candidate. Next, track and field season begins with national throw on March 1. On page number 19 in text and context section, in that funds from UN organization to be excluded from FCRA. Next, fines imposed on the Indian cricket team for slow rate over rate. Next, commercial losses decrease, discoms finance improves. Next, more drugs related cases booked in Himachal Pradesh. Next, tourism in Sri Lanka revives as pandemic restrictions are relaxed. Next, the lingering crisis of labor post pandemic. Next, why are the fish flock protesting the Vizim Jam project port project? Next, on page number 20, in that the enigma of arrival, how Ambedkar completed his educational journey. Next, on December 6, 1998, Hugo Chavez became the president of Venezuela for the first time. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.